Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
After studying in Leviticus and finding 46 times God says, "I am the Lord," I decided to look up and see how many times in the Bible that He says this. I found a little more than 160 times in the Old Testament that God reminds His people, "I am the Lord." The most was in Ezekiel, 67 times. Sometimes He would remind them who He was and what He had done to encourage them so that they could trust Him. Many times He would identify Himself as, "I am the Lord, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." You know, the God your ancestors worshipped. I'm the same one. What I did for them, I can do for you. The character I showed them, who I was then, I still am now because I'm the same God, the same yesterday, today, and forever. I led Abraham out of his land, blessed him, and made him a great nation, just like I promised. And the promises I'm giving to you right now, I can and will fulfill in your life and in the lives of your children and future generations. As we talked about yesterday, God often identified Himself as, "I am the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt." I did that for you, freed you from slavery, miraculously brought you out on eagle's wings. Those people in Leviticus actually saw Him do it. So many times, "I am the Lord" was meant to remind God's people what He had done in the past and to encourage them of what He could and would do for them in their present. Was Israel facing a battle? He would remind them, "I am the Lord, the one who brought you through battles many times before, some of which you didn't even have to fight because I fought for you. You're not in this alone. You are my people, and I am the Lord." Remember those Egyptians at the Red Sea? They didn't stand a chance. And the Amalekites conquered. King Og of Bashan, not a survivor. This battle I'm in too. When I'm fighting with you and for you, there's nothing to fear. He does that for us too. When we run into a problem, a trial, a crisis, He gives us His promises. He tells us, "I am the Lord. I will never leave you or forsake you. I know what's coming, and I'm in charge. No need to fear. Just trust me." Other times, God would chide His people and remind them, "I am the Lord," as in, "Why are you being disobedient and rebellious? I'm the Lord. You are not." In Ezekiel, God continually told of judgment that was to come because of Israel's disobedience and idolatry. They were not treating God as if He were in charge. So He told Ezekiel to prophesy judgment, frequently ending the prophecies with, "And you shall know that I am the Lord." He not only prophesied judgment, but future restoration with the same conclusion, "And you shall know that I am the Lord." I don't know about you, but I'd rather not have to go through judgment and restoration to know He's the Lord. I'd rather be obedient now and submit to the one who is in charge than to need to be reminded by judgment. But we often do need reminders of who's in charge. I think that's one thing that COVID-19 has taught those of us who are willing to listen. We are not in charge. We are helpless, weak creatures, and it's only God's mercy that we're not destroyed. It's only because the Lord's faithfulness that we are still alive. Lamentations 3:22 and 23 says, "Through the Lord's mercies we are not consumed, because His compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." How has God taught you that He is Lord? I'd love to hear your stories. In fact, we're now beginning a new section in our webpage called Only God. We'd love to share your stories there. So be sure to write us. You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com and check out our new website. You can find the address in the description below. I'm Carla Early, and thanks for listening. And remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.